All right, how you doing? I'm getting ready to attempt a repairability test on this roof here. That's been through a pretty big windstorm. This is for Allstate, claim number 0827012279. Right, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on June 15th. We're gonna attempt to repair this shingle here. Right, and as you can see, this roof's in pretty awful condition. These shingles are about as brittle as they get. Right, you know, you've got shingles that I guess just ripped off all over the place. I noted the poor condition right here, where half of the shingle came up and ripped off and half of it stayed down. You know, so I predict these shingles aren't gonna react too kindly to being manipulated while trying to make a repair for it, you know. So first thing I'm gonna do is outline where my shingle is, outline the shingles around it, and try to get this baby off. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh man. All right, so I'm using a good old-fashioned roof snake, which is recommended by most insurance companies. You know, just break the seal. Also, they have this right here that holds the nail so you don't have to pick the shingle up over 45 degrees to get the nail in there. So like I said, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break the seal. I'm gonna outline my shingles that I need. All right. And these things are pretty stuck down, pretty good. Already making problems for me. You know, the ones that are down are down pretty good. And I'm just gonna kind of give you a close-up as to what's exactly going on here. You know, just trying to get into the shingle or get under it, and it's creating difficult issues with ripping. All right, you know, as you can see already, this shingle here is already damaged. You know, I'm gonna keep going nonetheless, because all this is an attempt to repair. All right, you can see me pretty good, looks like. All right, so I got one loose, not without damaging it, unfortunately. Here we go. Try to, the same thing, get this one off. Although I did just create a rip in this one too. Right here on the edge, trying to get inside of it. Okay. So, all right, perfect. So of course this is two separate shingles, it looks like. All right. So we've got this shingle here. That's a 3-tab. Broken into two here. 1, 2, 3. It does go into this ridge here, or hip. You know, so obviously already we're gonna have to take apart this hip, which I'm not gonna do that today, but you know, these shingles here. And not only are they already ripping when just trying to remove the shingles over top of this one, you know, it's hard to imagine what what it's going to be like trying to get this whole hip off, you know. All right, I'm going to scoot over here a little bit. Hopefully you can still see me. But I'm going to bring you back in for a close-up. All right. So it turns out this is the shingle that we're going to end up attempting to replace. Okay. So, and again, I'm just trying to get up under it, you know, which is not already creating issues. You know, just trying to get under it, you know, and it's just not doing. You know, this is you know, and it's doing this, and this is just me trying to get the shingle off. I'm trying to be delicate. This is the one that needs to be removed, you know, but try to go above it. This one worked out pretty good. Try to maybe go in it this way. I don't know. All right. And still, now this one above it. And it's just, you know, it is just not, these are just not you know, and I haven't even gotten the shingle I'm trying to get out of here undone yet, you know. And to think that I'm gonna be able to remove this shingle here and you know, to do that, you've got nails under this shingle above it and this shingle above it. And while just trying to get this off, I mean, just look at it, you know, awful shape. You know, I'm about this close to just calling it quits, because it just looks like a repair is just not, it's just not even reasonable on this shingle, you know. Yeah. Allstate 0827 012279. You know, so obviously this roof, this attempt to repair, right, is failed. Okay, because I'm trying to replace this shingle here, which I can't even get up without, you know, ripping it to shreds. The shingles above it are ripping to shreds. You know, you've got these shingles all around the roof, you know, that are just it's gonna react the exact same way. You know, you've got them all. I mean, a big storm obviously came through here and busted this roof up pretty good. And no wonder, you know, the aftermath is looking the way that it is, because the shingles, they're just brittle and old. Okay, and just trying to get this guy off, we're ripping, absolutely just tearing this one above it to shreds. You know, it just won't come up, you know, just stuck down. And finally we've got it up, but you know, as you can see, material transfer down here. You know, so this roof's in awful shape as it is, and attempting to repair it, you know, the ideal is to come and fix it, but you know, the reality of it is trying to do that, you're just gonna leave it a lot worse than it even is right now, which is pretty bad. All right, well, thank you so much.